And now, it's time for another Dice Tower review with Tom Vasel.
Hey everybody, I'm Tom Vasel, and today we're taking a look at something I've not seen before from Hasbro, game mashups, mixing the game of life with the game of trouble. I don't even know what the name of this game is. I think it's the game of life, Pop-O-Matic Trouble game mashup, who knows what it's called. I'm sure I put something in the description below. Anyhow, these are very popular games. Game of life, an American icon. What's the thing you remember most about the game of life? It's the spinner. What's the thing you remember most about the game of trouble? It's the popper. Well, folks, in this game they combined those two things to have a popper spinner. Now, I think some of you are probably thinking, that sounds amazing. And I am one of you. I think that sounds amazing. Some of you who've watched enough of these reviews wonder if it is amazing by the somewhat lack of excitement in my tone. You may be right. Let's take a look at this game. Each player is going to have 3 cars at the start. Your goal is to get all 3 cars to your home spot by going clockwise around the board, landing on those spots, but you need to have 4 passengers in your car to go home. On your turn, you are going to use the Pop-O-Matic spinner by pressing down, and you're going to look. That green arrow means move forward. You move forward 6 spaces. This is double. Ooh, that's a good roll. 10 times 2, go forward 20 spaces. That means go in reverse. Go backwards 9 spaces. And finally, there's this symbol, which means either go forward this many spaces or switch your car with somebody else's car, but both cars have to be on the track. When you move, aren't you glad they made these spaces big enough for the cars? Each time you pass one of these baby symbols, you apparently act like a vassal and have another child. Now, if you land on one, you get 2. Well, that's pretty exciting. But what about all those boring yellow spots? Well, when you land on a yellow spot, you draw a green card, because that makes sense. And then it will do something. It will tell you a funny story about Uncle Eddie here for a visit, or your in-laws invite themselves to a romantic getaway. You will add pegs or remove pegs, steal a peg from somebody else, and sometimes go back to start. Oh, here you can add 3 pegs. Ooh, triplets. So that's what these cards are. If you land on one of these black spaces here, then you can drive up to the stop sign. At that point, you're going to press a spinner again, but only the number is going to matter here. Here I draw a 3, and nothing happens. Otherwise, you're going to look here and add or remove pegs. You then can travel and stop at any one of these. It's a quick way around the board. That's it. If you get more pegs than your car can hold, you can stick the extra pegs in your other cars, and the first person to get them down here wins. Oh yeah, if you land on someone else, you send them back home, and you say, sorry. Oh, never mind, you don't say sorry, but you laugh at them. That's how you play. I'm not sure who thought the most fun part of Sorry was sticking the pegs in. I get we all like the little pink and blue pegs. Here we have all different color pegs, but putting these in and out and in and out and in and out, and you do that every turn of the game, gets old real fast. So they're not great quality. The cards are terrible quality. The board, like I said, things don't fit there. Rules, whatever. So let's take a look at the only thing we care about, which is this Pop-O-Matic spinner. Now, this combines, like I said, 2 of my favorite things, the Pop-O-Matic and the spinner. Unfortunately, it makes them both worse. The pop should pop when you press it down, but it pops when you let it go, which is a weird thing because you need to push it down hard and let go. The spinner is okay, but because the arrow does not come out, you're going to have a lot of times edge cases like this, and I say, where did it stop? So yeah, I mean, I'm imagining typical Hasbro, they spent about 25 cents to make this game. But this one thing, which could have been cool, is not. I do not know why I have this relationship with Hasbro. I keep getting their games, and they keep just beating me up with how bad they are. And you think I would learn. And the thing is, They have done some cool stuff over the years. They do. There was a moment in the early aughts where there was like a light. You're like, wow, Hasbro has some pretty neat stuff. And I know they can make good games. Why are they doing this nonsense? This could have been amazing. This could have been fantastic. But honestly, take the spinner out of life. And people liked it because you got a job, you got married, you had kids, you went around, you bought a dog, you won the lottery. None of that's in here. What did they keep from life? The pegs! The pegs! Come on now. They kept most of Trouble. But Trouble wasn't a very good game. It's just it's a bad version of Parcheesi with a popper. So this has that with pegs. And this thing. Yeah, well, that's all I have to say about that. I don't think anyone was probably buying this much anyway. Like most Hasbro games, this is bought to be given as a gift. I don't know how. It's like they are trying to mess up. Anyway, bleh. Once again, for another Hasbro game, I'm Tom Vasel, and this has been a piece of trash here on the Dice Tower. Dice Tower judgment, shockingly, or not shockingly, it's trash.